Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. You are on the Heart of Success show, and I'm your host, Larisa Vakulina. Go live every Wednesday at 2 p.m. South Australian time zone. And here on this show, I'm sharing with you different tips, tools, motivation, inspiration of how you can create the life that you would like to live. Happy, fulfilled, creative, inspirational for yourself, for your family, for others. So today I decided to show you and explain for you my upcoming program. And if you stay to the end, I will share with you 3 very powerful principles that can transform your life. If you start to follow and if you start to practice these 3 powerful principles in your life, under which there is number of lessons and modules that I'm presenting and teaching people to confidently start to understand and realize these principles in life. Well, then you're going to heal your life. You're going to transform your life. You're going to become a creator of your own life. You're going to be a sovereign, divine creator that doesn't have any other external people or lives or circumstances to influence your creation of your life. So when I was mega successful, I created a award-winning business. So on the outside, I looked very successful. I was looked thriving and achieved. But on the inside, I felt something really heavy, wrong, disconnected. I was not feeling fulfilled. I didn't know why. I was so confused. I was lost. I was lost in the noise of external environment, in the noise of this race that we all are in. Once we are in that movement, in this very forceful, energetic river of the external definitions of success, well, it is really hard to get out of there, because we are almost having this traction that taking us down to that race. And then we achieve a lot, of course, because we put so much energy, we put so much effort, time, our attention, and all that we have, all the reserves we put into this definition of success that we display externally for the world and for ourselves. But from inside of ourselves, that success and achievement and all of these awards, they're nice, but from the inside, to look at this and see how this disconnection and how this gap between this external very thriving person, and when you go into the quietness of your home, into the quietness of your stillness, when you're alone with yourself, this brings you back here. And on this level, it's different story. On this level, on the level of your soul, on the level of your heart, it's a very, very different story, because it's not connected to the external success. It's not connected to the achievements and all the awards. Something is missing, and what is missing is this alignment. Is your success coming from your heart? Is your success coming from that soul longing that is absolutely knows that what I'm doing it because my soul and heart in it? So for me, it wasn't. It was a big, big disconnection. It was a big, big gap. And that gap is very painful. Oh my God, it's really something that we carry, that gap, and it is very, very heavy. It's so heavy that it takes our energy out. every day is a struggle. Every day is a is the act of our will instead of the harmonizing, inspirational, emotional feeling and will flowing together to express what your soul wants. So through this journey and through doing my sanctuary here, and through writing my books, through having my clients, through observing what's going on externally and internally, I created a program called Askara Principles. And this involves only 3 main powerful principles that everything under them is explanation, lessons and modules, practical tips and tools, and also the homework that can absolutely heal, transform your life. Because that's really powerful. What we deal in Askara Principles program is we are observing, looking and recognizing how we're functioning from duality, how we're functioning from the polarity of our brain construct, of our negative and positive programming that we have within ourselves, our software, so to speak, in our makeup of who we are, in our character structure, is actually it's heavily polarized. It's heavily either negative or positive, and sometimes it is positive, and many times it is negative, and we cannot really work it out, regardless of how many books we read, regardless of how many retreats we attend, regardless of how many different type of healing therapies and all this self-development growth courses we do, we cannot work it out. So in my program, what we deal with is we look at the duality, and we'll look at this polarization of our thought process, and how we can actually, number one, to start to redefine the negative programming into the positive, and then eventually on a consecutive modules, how we can achieve unity, complete unity. There's no other options. We will need neutralize negative, positive, all the polarity and duality, and become really authentic, true self. There's nothing else. If we work through all of this mess that we put ourselves into unconsciously, of course, through our childhood development, through the model of our families displayed to us, through the societal models that are showing us how we have to live our lives. So we completely shut down and suppressed and forgot about who we really are, who we truly are, who we are in terms of the pure consciousness, pure flow of energy for the creation of what our soul wants. So in my program, we consider in 3 powerful principles. Number 1 is self-responsibility. So that self-responsibility is the main pillar of the transformation. Once we understand self-responsibility and what I am observing right now externally through my clients, through what I'm seeing on a collective level and also individual, is a lot of people talk about self-responsibility. We know it here, but we still lacking it here. What does it mean to be fully responsible? Well, it means saying to yourself and living this: I accept and I see and recognize and accept the responsibility for everything that enters my life. So I am responsible, and I am accepting responsibility for everything that enters my life. And if there is a conflict, there's some sort of lack, some sort of pain, confusion, feelings of being lost, diseases. And all of this is your responsibility because it enters your life. And if you can see all of this what I named, then it is your responsibility. But most of the time, we just thinking it come to us accidentally. It just happened to me. Why it is happening to me? Why it is like that? I'm doing everything right. I ticked all the boxes. I am successful. I am achieving, and I'm thriving in my businesses, and I'm thriving in that external level of my life. But why I'm still experiencing breakage of the relationships? I'm experiencing some pain, emotional pain from other relationships, from disconnection with your children, with your parents. Is there some problems at your work? You don't really have a good relationship with your boss, or whatever it is. Whatever it is makes you worry, makes you recycling your thoughts all the time. Anything that makes you uncomfortable, anything that makes you and bring you lack of peace. So all of this is your creation. And if you start to see it from that light and take responsibility for everything, this is the first step. Then, of course, when you start to look at that in more responsible way, then you would become curious and would like to know the nature, why things happening for me the way it happens. You want to know. So then in my program, we go over it and we get into the basis and foundation and the nature of why things happening the way they do. Then the second principle is it's based on the first one, because all of these three principles, they interconnected and they are working together. That's why we really need to look at all of them. So the second one is your relationships hygiene. How clear, how pure, and how in unity are all your relationships. When you take self-responsibility, your relationships will start to change as well, because you will then take responsibility for your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, your words, and your actions. When you start to take responsibility for all of that, imagine in area of your relationships how that's gonna to play a role. But under this umbrella of the relationship hygiene, I have a number of lessons and modules, how we look at it and what tools we use to start to transform all of this self-responsibility and the relationship hygiene into one understandable reality and a bigger picture that you then can have everything open to you. You will see exactly how things are. It will develop your deep, deep, deep intuition. You will see things. You will see things for yourself, what you think, do, feel, and tell, and also for the other people. You will see it straight through. Then the last principle of my Askara Principles program is individuation, your ID. I call it ID, but it's really individuation point. It is the you who is always been, is, and gonna be. It's that part of yourself that is the essence of who you are, that creative part, and only you are the one that represents this configuration, because we all, each and everyone, have that uniqueness. You have that unique genius configuration, the collection and formation of your cells that represents only you, and only you can express it. And if you don't, well, then of course we are struggling in life. We trying and trying and trying, and it is so hard. and we're losing energy. We're wasting energy for someone else's lives. We're wasting energy for someone else's creation, ideas, and definitions of life. So these three powerful principles can really transform your life. It can heal your life. It can heal all the misunderstanding. It can heal all the confusion and all of the destructive perceptions and beliefs that you've been adopting when you've been a little child. So I really would like to have you on my program, and just tune in, follow me. I'm gonna to pull this program together online for a number of people who would like to really dive deep into the nature of why things happen in the way they are. So I really would like to say to you that I feel like we all right now cross the threshold of the suppression. We all open up our healthy curiosity. We all now open up for the transformation, and it is wherever resonates with you. You may look and listen what I'm saying and say, well, that's rubbish. Some people would listen and say, yes, this resonates with me. I am a successful woman. I'm running family. I'm running my business. I'm running all of my teams and projects, and all of the responsibilities are on my shoulders. I feel like I achieved a lot and I'm really thriving financially. I'm independent, but I still feel unfulfilled. So possibly here, as someone say, yes, I would like to understand the nature of why it is the way that I'm putting all of my energy, I'm put all of my effort, time, all my attention, all my brain power, and all of my other resources and abilities, and yet still there is this place within me that is not fulfilled, that is aching, that is knowing. It's a knowing. It's a knowing that you have more within yourself, and you have more to give yourself and others. And you don't know how to realize that, how to open up this potential. Well, Askara Principle Program is for you then. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you next week.